So in this video, I'm going to be going over how to spot a rejection of a lower time frame fair value gap, right? So if you trade the 1 minute chart on ES or NQ, I want you to pay attention to this specific area and this specific area. So price came off these imbalances, and I want to explain how you can use order flow to spot these rejections to the upside, right? So let's quickly go back and see what was going on, right? So when you come into a fair value gap of any kind, when you see a rejection to the upside, you want to focus on what was going on over here, right? So this was 67.90. So we go to the ATAS platform and kind of take this up. This was now again 66.90, sorry. So if we go to 66.90, what we can see is a 3-bar pattern where we see a red candle, lots of aggressive sellers, a green candle. And the trick to understand is we see sellers inside of a green candle here and here, right? So these are negative delta or red delta sitting at 66.92, which corresponds to here, right? So when we bounce to the upside, what we see in this specific area is that aggressive sellers were unable to break below the zone, right? So this is what we call seller absorption, right? Just going to write ABS, right? This is a seller absorption, right? Because sellers were unsuccessful to break below this level. Now we see the same thing over here, right? So the market comes into this zone and we see price rejecting off this fair value gap, right? So again, the same exact thing happens over here where the market comes in, we tap in before we shoot to the upside. Now, what was going on specifically in this region, right? So we want to focus now on around 6,700 on the 25th of November, right? So 6,700 was just over here, right? So again, 6,700 over here, we see aggressive sellers, and then the market rips to the upside, right? So if you're a trader and you're trading fair value gaps, right, and you're struggling to find the exact entry, it's because of this, right? So when you have these candles with the order flow, it gives you a better insight as to seeing the aggressive sellers failing as the market begins to tank to the upside.